Coach Patrick here from Marathon Nation, back with yet another weekly coaches video tip. And this video tip today is a follow-up on a recent blog post that I wrote about the importance of running on a treadmill in the winter. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, and I've written about how much I don't like the treadmill myself. I call it the Treadmill, right, with a D. But done right in the appropriate dosage, a treadmill as part of your winter running routine can really help you become a breakthrough runner. And there's a couple reasons for that. And let's step back real fast and talk a little bit about what winter means for running in general. For most of us, winter is a forced downtime from hardcore running. You know, the U.S. marathon season, the classics, all wrap up in the fall. You have Boston in the spring, and that training doesn't really start till January. So from November, December, even parts of January, February, unless you're racing Boston, you really aren't trying to peak for any kind of critical race. And what that means is you kind of get to go into your winter cave and do some really cool transformative work, and then come back out when the weather turns nice and the races start to pick up. Come back out, like a caterpillar who's gone into the cocoon. You're now a beautiful butterfly, and you're ready to go out there and dominate the road racing season, right? The key part is you need to do something during these winter months. I think the winter is actually a critical part of our evolutionary cycle as runners. It gives us an opportunity to change gears, take some of the pressure off of just doing straight miles, because the opportunity is not there, or you don't want to be out there for as long. So now that you kind of understand the macro level viewpoint of where I'm coming from, let's talk a little bit about what you can do on a treadmill. Now, one of the reasons why I like the treadmill so much is that inside Marathon Nation, most of the work that we do is built around intervals. And measured paces. And when the weather starts to go south, it's really hard to do intervals or do hard pace work when there's snow on the ground, or there's ice, or there's slush, or there's frozen water puddles, or whatever else you might get where you live. It's hard to really have any kind of pace whatsoever. It's a great run, and it's a great workout, and I have nothing against running outside through the winter. But when it comes time to doing hard interval work or speed work, which I think should be a critical part of anyone's winter training, because it's very short, it's effective, it allows you plenty of time for recovery, and you don't have any competing volume demands. And trying to add speed at the same time as you're peaking for your marathon with long runs a couple weeks out before your big race is a recipe for disaster, which is why you see so many people injured or having injuries that manifest themselves on race day. Instead, inside Marathon Nation, we work a lot on building our fast when the pressure's not on, when there's lots of fun 5Ks to do, like the Christmas jingle run, or the New Year's, make a resolution run, or whatever kind of crazy winter run series you might have, right? The Frosty 5K, icy icicle dash, whatever it is. All those runs are out there and they're fun. You can go out and let it rip, be social, get connected, get fast, and then come out when the roads are nicer and really run. So when the roads are bad like that, the treadmill becomes your resource. And one of the reasons why I love the treadmill is because the paces are right there on the dial. You don't need to wear a fancy watch. You don't need a GPS. Anyone can use a treadmill. And if you're the member of a club, or even the Y, which has some pretty reasonable rates, you can probably find a treadmill somewhere. You can go in there and get your workouts done. And you can effectively, once you jack up the treadmill surface to about 1% or maybe 1.5%, just to sort of mimic being outside, then you go ahead and you can dial in your workouts, and using the speed button, you can dial in exactly how fast you need to run for your intervals. Keep in mind that the heart rate will be lower, so you really want to focus on pace. And if you are one of those super fast folks who runs out of real estate in terms of the speed button, you can always jack the incline up, and running a 10-minute mile at 8% grade is crazy hard. Right? I don't care who you are. You don't have to be an elite runner or back of the pack if you think 10 minutes miles is slow. Just make it a steep enough hill. So you can still get great work done. And the benefit of that is you're still stimulating those fast twitch muscles. You're doing some quality hard work, doing it in a controlled environment. You can wear normal running clothes. You're not concerned about terrain, getting sick, where the fluid's going to come from, what are you going to eat. All of that is taken care of because you're inside this little bubble. You can do that hard work. And then on the weekends or whenever you have time, you can go out and do some fun runs outside in those crazy conditions and still maintain your feel for the road. But if you can work in 2 or 3 treadmill sessions during the week to focus on your technique, that fast turnover, that high-end speed, your threshold type pace work, you can really come out of the winter and be a fantastic runner. So don't look down on that treadmill. Instead, make the most of your time. If you've got a workout coming up that says, just run for an hour, easy, have fun, don't do it on the treadmill. Go outside no matter what the temperatures are like. Go out there, suffer, bounce around, slip, slide, have fun, whatever. Great, make it social. But if your workout says you want to do something speed related, don't risk it by being outside running in the dark with potential ice. Go to the treadmill, use the incline and the pace buttons there to get it dialed in, run your good hard run, and while you're at the gym, throw in some stretching, maybe a couple little weights, some crunches, some lower back work, whatever it is. Make the most of your time there at the gym, take your one shower, and you're done with your day. But guaranteed, if you can follow that progression of doing your faster work in the winter, leveraging the treadmill and the controlled environment to build your speed, when the time comes for you to go back outside, you're going to be fast, you're going to be able to add some distance pretty quickly. Your easy speed will now be a lot faster because you've done a lot of great work in the winter without volume. Easy to bounce back up again. Okay. Inside Marathon Nation, we have lots of training plans built around building your speed. Outside of just the marathon, half marathon training, we also have 8-week Get Fast plans we recommend our athletes use in the wintertime, whether on the treadmill or outside, to build that critical speed they can use to get fast when the time comes to add their miles. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Coach Patrick from Marathon Nation, signing out. I'll see you guys later. Take care.